Up first this evening, one of the three men detained by ICE after the shooting that killed Lorenzo Salgado is now free.
A federal judge ordered the release of Jose Trinidad Rojas Pliego, who was traveling in the van when the shooting happened. He walked out of the detention center in Conroe at about noon. Our Anieli Ruiz, the only reporter to ask him questions after his release, she joins us tonight live. Anieli?
Well, after his release, he came here, he says, to pay his respects to a man he knew all his life. Just hours after walking out of the ICE detention center with an ankle monitor around his leg and a bracelet still in hand, Jose Trinidad Rojas Pliego came here to the last place where he saw his boss, Lorenzo Salgado, before his death. After nearly 3 weeks apart from his moments of freedom, he spent embracing his wife, holding on to his family and remembering the man he says was more than just a boss. He was his friend. Jose says he still struggles to understand what happened that day.
Le quitaron la vida a Lorenzo Salgado. En lugar de darle que lo atendieran luego, lo esposaron y lo arrojaron al piso. Y eso no se vale. Y quiero justicia para Lorenzo Salgado, mi patrón. Era un buen patrón.
Jose says the first thing he wanted to do after his release was come here to pay his respects because Lorenzo Salgado was more than his employer. He was someone who was part of his life.
No pude estar en tu velorio, pero aquí me tienes.
It's been 3 weeks since Lorenzo Salgado was killed. Jose was one of the three men detained the day after the shooting. He had been held at the ICE detention center in Conroe until a federal judge ordered his release. His attorney says Jose has no criminal record. He's lived in the U.S. for 28 years. His wife is a U.S. citizen and so are his stepchildren. When I asked Jose how he was feeling,
Imagina cómo me siento. Conviví con él en el trabajo, en las buenas y en las malas.
¿Cuántos años?
Toda mi vida.
But the legal fight is not over. The government filed an appeal asking that he remain in ICE custody. Here's what his attorney had to say.
We got word from Mr. Valderas that he had been released, and then I think a minute or two before or after that, we got notification from the court that the government had filed something. A lot of the arguments that they're making were arguments that the judge had originally addressed in the order from Monday, ordering his release.
And as Jose stood here at the memorial, you could see the weight of everything he'd been carrying. The weeks away from his family, the loss of his boss and friend. He looked toward the sky, tears filled his eyes, and for a moment, Jose was able to do what he came here to do, say goodbye. Well, in his statement, the Department of Homeland Security did say that ICE complies with all lawful court orders. Anieli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you with the live update tonight. You can watch all our coverage on this story on the free KHOU 11 app. Scan the QR code on your screen to download to your smart TV and watch for free.